Play and manage actions. Play and manage actions. How to play and manage actions. How to play and manage actions in Photoshop. Play an action on a file. By the way, playing an action executes the actions recorded commands in the active document, by the way. And some actions require that you make a selection before playing. And some can be executed on an entire file. And you can also exclude specific commands from an action or play only a single command. And if the action includes a modal control, you can specify values, by the way, or use tools in a dialog box when the action pushes. And note here please, and be careful. By the way, in button mode, you should to clicking a button executes the entire action. And also commands previously excluded are not executed, by the way. We have steps here now. The first step, if necessary, you should select objects on which to play the action or open a file. And step number 2, to play an entire single action, you should select the action name and then click the play button in the actions panel or choose play from the panel menu. And after that, if you assigned a key combination to the action, you should press the combination to play the action automatically. After that, to play only a part of an action, you should select the command from which you want to start playing and then click the play button in the actions panel or choose play from the panel menu. And after that, to play a single command, you should select the command and then control click if you use Windows or command click if you use macOS. And the play button in the actions panel, you can also press control if you use Windows or command if you use macOS. And then double click to the command. Double click the command. And by the way, in Photoshop, to undo an action, you should take a snapshot in the history panel before you play an action, and then select the snapshot to undo the action again. How to specify playback speed? How to specify playback speed? By the way, you can adjust an action's playback speed or push it to help you debug an action. And to have two steps. Number 1, should to choose playback options from the actions panel menu firstly. And step number 2, you should specify a speed and then click OK. And we have one option here now. We have 3 options, here now in this step. Accelerated is meaning that accelerated is meaning plays the action at a normal speed, the default. And do not here please now. By the way, when you play an action at accelerated speed, the screen, by the way, may not update it as the action executes. File may be opened, modified and saved and closed without ever appearing on screen, and enabling the action to execute more quickly. And if you want to see the files on screen as the action executes, specify the step-by-step speed instead. And the second option, step-by-step. What's the meaning of step-by-step? Step-by-step is meaning that completes each command and redraws. Completes each command and redraws the image before going on to the next command in the action. And the third option, push for seconds. Push for seconds is meaning that it specifies the amount of time the application should push between carrying out each command in the action. How to manage actions? Manage actions, by the way, in the actions panel to keep them organized and to make available only the actions you need for a project. And you can rearrange and duplicate and delete and rename and change options for actions in the actions panel. And how to rearrange actions in the actions panel. How to rearrange actions in the actions panel. By the way, in the actions panel, you should drag the action to its new location firstly, before or after another action. And when the highlighted line appears in the desired position, you should release the mouse button. And how to duplicate actions and commands or sets. By the way, we should do Alt drag if you use Windows, and press Option if you use macOS. Option drag if you use macOS. And this action or command, by the way, to a new location in the actions panel when the highlighted line appears in the desired location, by the way, and release the mouse button. And after that, you should to select an action or command, then it choose duplicate from the actions panel menu. After that, drag an action or command to the create new action button at the bottom of the actions panel. And you can also duplicate sets with any of the same methods. How to delete actions and commands or sets. How to delete actions or commands or sets. We have steps, 2 steps only. The first step, in the actions panel. In the actions panel, you should select the action and command or set. And step number 2, click the delete icon on the actions panel and then click OK to complete the deletion. And number 2, and the second option, Alt click if you use Windows or Option click if you use macOS, and the delete icon to delete the selection without displaying a confirmation dialog box. After that, drag the selection to the delete icon on the actions panel to delete without displaying a confirmation dialog box. After that, you have to choose delete from the actions panel menu. How to delete all actions in the actions panel. How to delete all actions in the actions panel. You should choose clear all actions from the actions panel menu firstly. After that, even after clearing all actions, the actions panel, by the way, can be restored to its default set of actions. How to rename an action or change options. How to rename an action or change options. We have 3 steps. Number 1, you should select the action and choose action options from the actions panel menu firstly. And step number 2, type a new name for the action or change the options for each such function key, combination or button color. And step number 3, click OK to execute. And also you can double click an action in the actions panel and enter a new name directly in the actions panel. How to manage actions sets. How to manage actions sets. By the way, you can create and organize sets of task related actions that can be saved to disk and transferred to other computers, by the way. And do not here and be careful in this point. By the way, any actions that you create are automatically listed in the actions panel, and but to truly save an action and not risk losing it, and if you delete your actions panel file, you have to save it as part of an action set. How to save a set of actions. How to save a set of actions. We have steps. Number 1, select a set. Firstly, you should select a set, and if you want to save a single action, first create an action firstly, set and move the action to the new set. Step number 2, you should choose save actions from the actions panel menu. Step number 3, type a name for the set and then choose a location and then click save. And also you can save the file anywhere, by the way, and you can save only the entire contents of a set in the actions panel and not individual actions, by the way. And do not here and be careful in this point, in this step. Step number 3, take care. By the way, if you place the saved action set file in the presets and actions folder, the set will appear, by the way, at the bottom of the actions panel menu after you restart the application. And take care also, you should to press Ctrl Alt if you use Windows or Command if you use macOS. And when you choose the save actions command to save the actions in a text file, you can use, by the way, this file to review or print the contents of an actions. However, you can't reload the text file back into Photoshop. And what about load a set of actions? Load a set of actions is meaning that by default the actions panel display predefined actions, by the way, shipped with the application, and any actions you create, you can also load additional actions into the action panel, and you should do one of the following again. You should choose load actions from the actions panel menu firstly, and then locate and select the action set file, and then click load. After that, select an action and then set from the bottom of the actions panel menu. And after that, Photoshop action set files have the extension a.atm, by the way. How to restore actions to the default set. How to restore actions to the default set. We have 2 steps. Step number 1, you should choose reset actions from the actions panel menu firstly. Step number 2, click OK to replace the current actions in the actions panel with the default set, or click Append to add the set of the default actions to the current actions in the actions panel. And how to organize action sets. How to organize the action sets. By the way, to help you organize your actions, you can create sets of actions and save the sets to disk. And you can also organize sets of actions for different types of work, such as print publishing and online publishing, and transfer sets to other computers. And after that, to create a new set of actions, you should to click the create new set button, and in the actions panel, or choose new set from the panel menu, and then enter the name of the set and then click OK. Note here and be careful in this point. By the way, if you plan to create a new action and group it in a new set, you should to make sure that you create the set firstly, and then the new set will appear, by the way, in the set pop-up menu. And when you create your new action, to move an action to a different set, you should to drag the action to that set. And when the highlighted line appears, by the way, in the desired position, you should to release the mouse button. And to rename a set of actions, you should to double click the name of the set in the actions panel, or choose set options from the actions panel menu, and then enter the new name of the set and then click OK to finalize. And after that, to replace all actions in the actions panel with a new set, you should to choose replace actions from the actions panel menu, and then select an action file and then click load. And note here and be careful in this point. The replace actions command, by the way, replaces all sets of actions in the current document. Before using the command, make sure that you have already saved a copy of your current set of actions using the save actions command.